Greetings and salutations, travelers. Welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. We are back today with another installment in our Rise of the Runelords campaign. We have with us currently Mal, Alex, Kane, Colin, and Tommy from Black Dragon Gaming. So, let's get announcements out of the way first. Both Black Dragon Gaming and the Inn of Planar Crossroads have Patreons. If you would like to support us over there, you can find us by searching those respective things at Patreon. Also, a disclaimer for these episodes, because we are adults, and sometimes those adults use adult language. So, viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah, we're those people.
Thanks, Pathfinder.
You are welcome. Current session is going to be 31 of the Rise of the Runelords campaign. And for those that have played through the Rise of the Runelords campaign, yes, we take forever to get through an AP, but we don't care. We have fun.
Man, this AP is supposed to take like 9 years anyway.
The AP itself takes 9 years, I guess. But
and we're going to play it out in real time.
Fuck yeah!
But current session is 31. It is titled, Unexpected Encounters.
Yes.
Because I think there will be at least one unexpected encounter during this time. But we'll find out later. No spoilers. Subscriber appreciation one-shot is still going to happen. It's going to happen at 100 subscribers, and we have less than 10 to go. So, warming up his dice. You know, he's got everything ready. All that type of stuff.
I hope I have everything ready.
It's about this point. I think I should mention if we hit 150, I will do a breakfast-themed one-shot.
What was that?
At 150, I will do a breakfast-themed one-shot for some subscribers.
Oh, so it has been confirmed.
We have a number now. I've decided.
We talked about it a bunch after the last call, and it's going to be dope.
End up doing a one-shot for every meal of the day at this point.
I mean, that if we get enough subscribers on another channel, maybe I will do a follow-up to the one-shot with maybe the same people, depends on if they're still around, but maybe take you to the realm of the culinary lords. That would be interesting.
Indeed.
All right, no spoilers. Let's get on.
For some reason, I was slowing up there. Roll20 is really messing with my connection. So I'm just going to announce the rest of the things that are coming up. Monthly giveaway is going to happen end of this month. It's going to be a hero miniature gift card, or not gift, that you can use towards your purchase of one of those. New series is out with Ghoulish Games, which we've been announcing for the past couple weeks. So this will probably be the last time I officially announce it. But we have a couple episodes that are going to be up. And then cons that we're going to try to go to is the St. Louis Comic Con. If you want to try and go to that, it is the 22nd through the 23rd. Of June, 22nd through the 23rd of June. And that's everything we have. Let me see. Okay. Did anybody remember how far I got through the announcements?
I think the announcements are good.
Relatively far. I think we're okay. Breakfast, Patreon, Tommy's here. What up?
Yeah, we got it.
All right. So let's just get down to it. So let's cover a little bit when we got to Magnamar, basically. You guys basically went in, got there like middle of the night. You were able to get into the actual gates of Magnamar, especially since Magnamar is technically a bit of a port town, so people coming in and out late at night is not unheard of. Not quite like Sandpoint, which is technically smaller, which is substantially smaller and a lot less open at all hours. So here is your picture of the city of Magnamar.
We have a map.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to see in that particular snippet and size.
By the way, I should note that Emmy has probably been sobbing and like in the little hammock facing the wall for 90% of the trip.
Oh my god, I was just going to get to that. Okay, I know you're crying.
He says as if to Emmy herself.
Look, I don't. What's wrong? I don't. I mean, it was rude. I shouldn't. I hope you never do that again. But it seems like you're having like a mood swing here, and I don't know how to help you.
Women are strange and magical creatures.
You're not part of this conversation.
I can hear you,
That doesn't make you a part of it.
but I can hear you.
Kill you in your sleep.
She sobs and she's like trying to talk, but it's a little jumbled up. There's a lot of like, I just don't know. I don't understand what, like, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, don't tell me she's ugly crying. Oh no.
She's not just ugly crying. She, you know she's a fox, so you imagine her ugly crying as a fox, even though she's still in her human form.
Oh, we can't be together anymore.
But
Hold your face tears and look at the giant bridge city. This place is cool.
what you're able to sort of piece out of it is that her Fey bloodline causes drastic mood swings which mess with her magic, and usually she has it under control, but all the stress since Thistletop has made it a bit more difficult.
You're telling me this is gonna happen more than once a month? Sorry, that was too easy. It was too easy and I had to do it.
She calms down a little bit, nods, and
She just nods, yes, this will happen more than once.
You are so boned, dude.
she
Rest in peace, Magpie.
she's sniffling a little bit, and she sort of wipes the tears away, and she regains control in time to put on a happy face to go into Magnamar.
You see, you can't cry through that amazing joke I made.
How big do you think the carts must have been for a bridge like that?
With the
That is
cart,
a
like the
big
people who moved the stone?
No, well, I mean, yeah, the people move the stone and the carts that go on the bridge. And for that matter, how big do you think the vagrants living under the bridge would be?
I don't think the size of the individual vagrants is proportional to the size of the bridge.
Well, then why would you need a bridge that big?
More vagrants?
Goldfish?
It's gonna be a lot of vagrants.
Vagrants don't grow to fit their confinement? Good to know.
They know they just change shape to fill the bottom of whatever container they're in. To the city.
To the city. To the city.
Transients
guys-
are at once a liquid and a solid.
So you guys make your way down. You actually have to go through quite a bit of the city to get to where you're going to spend the night. You guys were offered a place to spend the night. Your contact within the Iomedean church for both yourselves and Gideon is Paladin Dance.
Hey, I remember him.
Ad Victorium.
Yeah.
He saved Rat.
He saved Rat.
Yes, and groomed Rat as well.
Well, yeah, kinda. He pressed a digit. He made sure Rat was rezzed.
I'm a fan of him.
That's about it.
I mean,
So there you go.
there was something in there about conditioning the fur as well that you mentioned.
I think it's a waste of money, but I understand that that's not his fault.
I did it primarily to spite you guys.
Not Magpie. Emmy looks at Wayko, raises an eyebrow, goes, "Really?"
Well, and to help the goblin, but primarily to spite you guys.
Oh, speaking of reckless spending, Emyrelda, I have something for you.
You do?
I do. And he will produce the sack of all of your money.
Which I have no idea how much it is.
It's 92 platinum pieces is what I have written.
92
lot of
platinum
money.
pieces. That is a lot of money. That's more money than she has right now.
That's more money than I have at all.
He's a thief, but an honest one.
Oh, was this from Xian? I totally forgot about that.
Yes, I took it off his court. Oh, I removed it from his body before the funeral.
Thank you so much for keeping it
Yeah.
safe for me, Magpie.
Way before the funeral, as he was flying off the cart, being through the ash.
Look, all right, I'm trying to make myself look good.
You said 92 platinum, right?
Yes.
Make me a perception check, Emmy, please.
Is this to see if it's any lighter? Because she will not remember. I do not care how well she rolls unless she gets a 20. She has
And that
no
is
idea.
all of it. Adam. Thank you.
Suspicion caused without intention. Succeeded.
Perception. Whoopah. 11.
11. Don't notice. It's the same bag, same size, all good. You didn't even realize. Yeah.
And I can still carry more because I have the vest. Speaking of that vest, she looks at Magpie. Goes,
Yeah, seriously, don't wear that when we're on the hammock together. That's like a solid no on the fishhook vest.
She nods and goes, "Yeah, I understand, but is it just me, or does this vest make my chest look bigger?" It sort of bounces. They feel lighter, but I could swear they look bigger.
I wasn't gonna say anything because I definitely haven't been staring. But now that you mention it, I'm noticing just now for the very first time that maybe, yes, they have increased in size.
Odd side effect, but whatever.
All right. Moving on.
Yep.
Moving on from fox boobs to money.
That should be the title of this session.
From fox boobs to money.
Oh yeah.
From money to fox boobs to money again.
Love, sex, and fox boobs? I don't know.
Where's the money?
Where's the boob?
Money.
Where's the fox?
Love, fox, and money.
Dosh.
There we go.
Ducats.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Are you gonna make us buy something now?
Well, I'm not going to make you buy something. The
Consume or die.
well, you guys are able to get up in the morning and get there's enough clerics there to get everybody removed of their disease. It may take a few days to recuperate it, unless you want to pay for the extra restoration.
Ooh, Nahkräs can do that, right?
Nahkräs he's probably gonna because I have no idea why we're in Magnamar. I was just, hey, go with them. Okay. I probably sleep in the stables and then over the course of the few days, take the horses and the wagons out and mechanically, if they're combat trained, they have 6 tricks and can take no more. But I would be making handle animal checks and animal or wild ability checks and stuff like that to try to make them a little more if we're gonna use these guys as some kind of battle chariot, I'd like to lower the DC a little bit, partially because I don't want people who don't know how to use a horse from Nahkräs's point of view to be running them into people or God forbid running them into him or his war cat again.
No, that's totally fair. He does not know how to use a horse.
It's not a battle chariot. It's a merchant's wagon. It's just
until the goblins show up, then it's the battle chariot. CR1 or less, we're running them over.
So, how much money would it take to get healed up?
So let's clarify what's happening.
Yeah.
You guys have been healed. Paladin Dance was able to negotiate, talk to the church and Gideon's reputation with the church is getting a bit better, a bit more respected. So he's able to pull a little bit to where you guys get the disease itself magically removed, but the damage is still there to your ability points. So you'll need to do something about that. Nahkräs can do that some, but we're coming in right on the next day. So this has happened, and we're going to let you guys pick up from that day because things are going to be happening. To account for Greg's absence at the moment, we are going to say that he's going to be taking some things with Paladin Dance to some others within the Iomedean Church to kind of look over the clues that have been presented thus far. And also he's wanting to talk to them about maybe getting some more information found out about the whereabouts of Nualia. There we go.
Yeah.
Nualia.
Got you
It's
back.
been so long. That was 10 sessions ago.
Yes, you
Or
should have died
something.
10 sessions ago.
Hey, I heard that.
Not my fault. So you guys, they're doing that, and he takes, the clues that you guys found, the papers you guys found, things like that, and he takes them off with him into there. However, you guys are free for a day to go and look around and do what you need to do.
Gotcha.
Yes. Shopping. That thing I'm good at, especially when I know how much money I have.
So in that day, Nahkräs is probably, like I said, I'm going to go out and I'm going to be just Magnamar is on the coast, right?
Yes, it's as you saw it in the handout.
Okay, so this is probably the first time Nahkräs has seen the ocean because Belkzen is landlocked. So it's probably I'm not gonna take the wagon through the sand, but somewhere where I can look over, see the ocean while I'm training these horses. If you want me to make it mechanical, I can roll the like handle animal checks and stuff, but like to not like bog the game down, it's a 26 if I take 20.
Okay, well, we like to do it as challenges, so you would roll
Got it.
3 and have to
Okay.
succeed at those 2 of the 3.
Wayko's gonna
You guys
watch
are currently Wayko's watching.
Does Wayko have any idea where I am?
for this to be
He
fun.
probably would have followed you, knowing Wayko.
Oh yeah, no,
Followed you
Wayko.
asking for
I mean,
soup.
if you want, I can roll for it, but I'm gonna say Wayko probably just quietly. Like, I'm gonna follow you.
Then I'd probably like as I'm doing this, I would look down at my war cat and just watch the 2 legs. See to it he does not cause trouble. And just have my war cat just like this.
I'm gonna pet your gross cat.
It's not gross. You're gross. I forget what disease it is that armadillos carry, but I have armadillo skin, so maybe it's pretty good. Leprosy. That's it.
Leprosy.
No, I know what it's like to pet. You know those cats, the Rex breed of cat that is hairless? It's like
Oh.
that, but really muscled
Kane
and
and I had spent a night trapped in a house with him.
like scabby scales along its top. So it's like petting scabs, as you brush your hands.
So the
Yeah.
handle animal checks go 15, 14, 24.
Okay. They don't seem to trust you just yet.
Okay. Then can I make a handle animal check for wild empathy then?
Well, you would use either
that-
wild empathy with those or not.
Okay. Then that's what I
The way
would
we
be
do
doing. Like,
challenges is you would
Mhm.
do 3 of something, and that
Mhm.
succeeding twice on the challenge allows you to do something for either crafting or like you're doing with the training an animal or something like that.
okay.
And you
'Cause
can use
I would've
whatever of
definitely
your
done-
abilities you want to during that point.
Okay.
To improve
Because I
the
would have
roll.
definitely I would have spent time with wild empathy first, making the horses like get along with me. I don't know what their starting attitude is now, but I'd get them as close to helpful as possible before I start teaching them to do stuff.
Okay.
Like I don't know how
Uh,
much time Nahkräs has spent with a horse, but like quadrupeds at least probably most of his life.
So you get the idea, taking that into account, you get the
Mhm.
idea that you are building some rapport with them. You're not quite
Okay.
to the point where it would be, I'm going to teach them to be a bit more focused. But they are
Okay.
kind of following what you're saying. They're broken horses. They know what to do. They're trained and stuff. So it's not
Okay.
super hard,
Mhm.
but nothing to boost yet.
Okay, fair enough. And do we know like at the end of this day something's going down? Does Nahkräs know that?
Well, you don't know for sure. You just know that everybody's supposed to be meeting back up in a bit.
Okay, fair enough.
Just a word of warning. If you were to take off with my wagon or just anything that I wouldn't appreciate, I will find you and I will not make it pleasant for you. But
But the way you drive a cart, you'd never catch me.
oh, I would catch you. I will promise you that. No, I will make a living hell for you. But it is okay as long as you do everything just fine. Just retrieve the wagon and the horses. It's no problem.
Of course. And I'd probably like tousle Mazus' hair. Well, I reach up, I'd reach down. Mazus is probably like a foot shorter than I am.
Easily.
That is
Yeah, but you're kind of
also
lanky
not
too.
appreciated.
Yeah. Good. So, since like, everybody's cured and if we've rested, I have 3 I can't think of the name of the spell off the top, man. 3 lesser restorations, which can remove stuff, like so people don't have to spend money on healing.
Okay. So that would be something to consider if you actually want to spend the money, since you know someone that can do it or not.
Mhm.
You have a day to kind of look around and do stuff, do any shopping you want to do. There is some perfume from Tensha.
Hey.
There is a perfume shop up in one of the districts that is actually quite well established as a vendor of such things. You guys are currently in, I believe, the Keystone District,
As
Yes.
opposed to the Bud Light District.
as opposed to those districts, yes. It is, let me make sure I get this right for you. It is down near the 16 area, if you look on your map. 13 is the Keystone itself, and then this area here where 16 and 17 are, to my understanding, is the Keystone area, or the Keystone District, where you have a lot of the religious things and so on.
Okay. Does the Green Faith have a presence in Magnamar?
No, the Green Faith would not have
Okay.
a presence in Magnamar. In
Okay.
fact, Rastil does, but Gosra does not either.
Okay.
unless you go really, really looking for other stuff.
Okay.
So yes, you can find your perfume, Emmy. I thought you had some on order from Chinsha already, but that may have been your scarf stuff. So.
All right. So, it doesn't hurt to have more than one, anyways, even if she has it on order. What's the damage for that? Is it just
That
regular
depends.
exotic perfume, or is it more expensive?
Well, that depends. Would you like to go to the shop, or I mean, are you just gonna say, I want to spend this much, or are you gonna actually try to bargain with somebody?
She could try to bargain, but she's not gonna try. She just wants it.
Okay, then you will avoid talking to the shopkeeper and just buy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys you would probably be out if you want to get a really, really good one. They're charging 3 gold pieces for a really small little vial. They have some larger stuff that's a single gold piece, but your Luvinesci's nose kind of on those. But she liked the other one, the small bottle, a lot, and it's 3 gold pieces.
Do they have that same fragrance from the small bottle in larger sizes?
They do. That small bottle, it goes up to a platinum bottle, which has a lot more, and the price just keeps going up from there based upon what you want.
She'll take the platinum for that slightly larger bottle.
And this is why Magpie holds the money. A platinum for perfume. Okay, you get a nice, large bottle. So you can mark off, let me see. You can put Tianxia White Lotus perfume.
All right.
And it is going to be, we'll say there's 100 uses in there. 100 out of 100.
And then she is also paying for healing for herself and Magpie. If Nahkräs wants to heal anyone else, because she suddenly has all this extra money that she forgot about, she wants to make sure that people are taken care of.
I can pay for my own magic.
Is it everybody has a bunch of
child.
damage on him? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess I'll start with Wayko.
So you start with Wayko. You can still get one of them because Gideon has no damage.
Okay, fair enough. So what is Wayko's stat debuffs look like before I start rolling here?
Debuffs from the
from the standpoint devil.
Hoopla. Just 1 second, let me have a look. I'm down some con.
It's not the Sandpoint Devil. It's the Haunted House.
Oh yeah, it's from the mobile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if that had been lasted since the Sandpoint Devil, somebody would have been dead.
It was con, right? I think I'm down 3 con.
Yeah, con and charisma.
Yeah.
Well, little one, I do not have soup, but I do have heals. I cast the first one for a single point to which one of your stats is more drained?
Probably con. Con B.
Single point back to your con. Second one is a 4.
Okay.
So are we still you have to assign those to an individual stat?
Oh, okay. So wait, it goes 4s and goes up 4 points?
I rolled a 1. I cast it once, rolled a 1. Cast it again, rolled a 4.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. I guess we just go both back to con because he really doesn't need charisma.
Okay.
But he's absolutely psyched. He's feeling great. He's smiling again. Not that he stopped smiling, but now he's extra smiley. He's like, I still don't know why you're here, but I really like you. I'm not buying the whole I'm just an adventurer. I think you were sent by somebody real special just to look after me in particular, and I appreciate it.
I will open my eyes very wide and pat the little one on the head.
He appreciates it.
The chicken moves visibly inside the hat to avoid your big blankie.
You go to pat my hat, and the entire hat shifts away.
Yeah, it's just stuck to the back of your head, and you're like, talons.
All right. So that covers everybody except Mazus. Mazus wanted to go to the bank, I think?
I mean, there was the Abadarian Bank. I assume they don't have a church. They just have a business complex.
Yes, well, being smart businessmen, they actually have a temple which functions as a bank as well, and you're already in that area. Or you can go up to the capital district.
Ah, I don't want to walk unnecessarily.
Okay.
Necessarily.
I don't want to walk.
Okie dokie. So, you pop into the Abadarian Bank. Are you just wanting to set something up, or are you wanting to rub elbows with certain individuals, or how is this going to go?
Well, it was kind of the idea that he would possibly join the church. I mean, as in a faithful, like he would like to adopt the doctrine, I suppose.
Oh, okay. So you kind of come in and you relay your intentions to start an account. Not start an account. You relay your intentions to, or your interest in worship, and they say, I guess we'll say just a human kind of lady straightens up a bit and says, "Oh, well, that sounds excellent. So you would like to begin an account? Wonderful. Let me help you with that. Right this way. There is a private room to take care of all of our sensitive matters regarding both worship and the management of those funds that you need to make sure are the best managed."
Very well.
So she takes you into a side room. The temple is what you would kind of expect from a Abadarian temple. It is both very much a temple with its iconography and things like that, but you also have that clacking of marble floor that you find at a bank that's a really, really nice bank. And
It's
there's
polished,
the sound
so you can
of
see your own
coins.
face, your reflection.
Yeah, it's really nice and really taken care of. They definitely would definitely keep it up. So they give you, she gestures for you to sit down, and she gets out a book. It's a relatively thick book. And she says, "What type of worship and account are you interested in? There is the simple entry level, as well as those for wishing to donate to the church may increase their borrowing capabilities from the church as well."
Well, at the moment, I assume a sort of apprentice level would be more appropriate.
Very well. There is the free worship, which is open to everyone, as Abadar does give guidelines for all to help increase their wealth and the benefit they offer to the community. However, for those interested in slightly more, a 10 gold donation would also allow you to be able to come to the church at any time and borrow 10 gold pieces at any time, and that would increase as it went on.
I see. Well, I'm at the moment not very fond of borrowing money, although contact network is sort of more on my list.
I see. We do have a list of associated businesses that would allow credit to be taken from to be used in conjunction with regular coinage if you are in Magnamar or another associated branch of ours.
I see. I'm kind of looking for something that could expand my customer base, if you...
Ah, you would like a business account. That's a different story. Our business accounts specifically start out, again, at the free level, where you just worship and are put on our register of lists, a register of businesses that are associated with the church, and will direct those individuals interested in your product to you. However, you may also invest, as with the other accounts, and in exchange you offer a discount for certain things. However, you receive benefits above that from the church, namely things like access to certain materials that come up for auction from delinquent accounts and the like.
Yes, that does tick my interest.
Very well. There are, again, several levels depending on your investment. You may invest perhaps in regular 10 gold, the starter account. However, your beginning worship account could go as high as you wish at the beginning, all the way up to 1,000 gold pieces, each gaining you access to certain different tiers of our auctions.
See, My business is fairly low scale at this very point. It is only I and my apprentice, so I can only handle so much at the moment.
Ah, well, I see. What seems, from what you're saying, to work best for you is perhaps the 100 gold account. You will gain access to our second tier of auctions of different delinquent accounts, items, and deposits within the bank, as well as being given preferential treatment for and referrals for certain groups of individuals of certain pay scales, I should say.
Yes, it does sound fairly sound. The 100 gold. Is there a customer satisfaction guarantee?
Well, there's ever a guarantee of anything in business, my friend. However, if you're asking if you're not satisfied with the faith of Abadar, that is completely understandable. Not everyone is cut out for business as a worship. However, if you are having regrets or things along those lines, you may withdraw from your account for, usually, unless negotiated, about half of your deposited amount. I will tell you that a 100 gold account is going to net you quite a bit of profit, as long as you are able to supply the demand that is demonstrated.
Well, certainly. It would be foolish to spend so much gold in one place otherwise.
Indeed.
You know, hell, take out the money, the gold. I am in need of spell scriptures and such. You wouldn't have to know a certain person or establishment that would be preferable to visit for this very need?
Let me see. You would likely need to go up either to the capital district, or perhaps you would find something along the capital district might be a little lesser for your personal needs. If you want to look, we do have some connections with the Nethian Church, or you could visit. The Dockway has some, she sighs, more cost-effective areas, but the Nios district also has something. So, what are you looking for? How high-end are you wanting to get?
Mainly for the third rank magnitude.
I believe we do have someone who specializes in that in both the Capital District and the Naos District. I usually only refer people to the Dock District if they are something a bit below that.
I see. Well, I'll gladly take your advice.
All right. So, she gets the account information ready, gets you a pre-made holy symbol for you to take with you, and all kinds of swag, like the bank gives you swag when you make a new account. It gets you like a bank bag. It's like a mini bag of holding. It only works for coins.
Keychain.
But you can hold, yeah, they give you a keychain holy symbol, ding, 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 and then they give you this little bank bag. And the bank bag can only hold coins, but it functions like basically a handy haversack, but only for coin. So, because you made a business account.
Hey.
Bruh, that's way better than a toaster.
Hey, business account at 100 gold, they're expecting some returns on that investment.
I want to be one of them.
All right. So you noticed in the account information they want 15% of profits tied to the church. But other than that, nothing seems crazy.
All right.
Okay. You're now a follower of Abadar.
And this is the profit from all the money I make from my business, or only the referred?
It reads like all business.
Oh, I see. Well, this is kind of the point, to kind of get into the lawful corner. Okay.
At least be lawful.
Yeah.
I may be evil, but I'm lawful.
I mean, something has to say my soul, right?
There you go. So, you at least want to make it to Axis, Mm-hmm. You just don't want to go to hell. You're willing to put up with Axis, but not hell. So you are able to establish that. They give you a legit holy symbol that you can keep with you, as well as your little bank bag that functions for any kind of currency. It's not clarified if it functions for gems as well, since those sometimes function as currency. And you don't ask about chickens or cows either, considering that those also are used as currency in some places. But you get the idea. It's mainly intended for coin. But that is that. And is there anything else you want to do with this bit of time?
Just buy spells from one of the two.
Did you want to go to Did you want to go to the area in Neos, or district of Neos, or the district or the capital district?
I mean, unless one were like referred to be better, but otherwise the capital, I guess.
The capital district one, you kind of read the little blurb that they do for the business, and it reads like a very, I won't say expensive for expensive sake, but it does, higher end stuff. It covers everything from level 1 to level from tier 1 all the way up to tier 5 on a regular basis, it says, with custom orders for other things. The Neos one doesn't give a specific range, but it says your local home business of spells, incantations, and more type of blurb. So it reads more like a local business than a big chain.
I'll go to the big chain.
Big chain?
Yeah, he probably gets like bonus points on his credit card and stuff.
So you go. There you go. You go into the one there, and you're looking around. You are able to find pretty much whatever spell you want in stock right now. They apparently don't keep in stock things that are magnitude 5. They instead keep 1 to 3s in stock, and then anything above that seems to be on order basis. So you can get anything from 1 to 3. I assume that you flash your little holy symbol as you do.
Certainly.
They are pleased to see a referral from the Church of Abadar, and the clerk, when you're checking out, reaches under the counter, pulls out the holy symbol, places it on the counter as he's getting your stuff that you're wanting, and he kind of looks at you expectantly.
Well, they never had anything like this in Riddleport. I'm looking for the fly spell.
Let me see. We do have call for that one. Let me see if we have any in stock. Excuse me, sir. All right. We seem to have one in stock. Unfortunately, we don't have all of them.
One is all I need.
Oh, caster yourself, eh? Gonna scribe it down, I suppose.
Something along the lines of that, yes.
It's nice just to take a bit of a fly around when you need to get away from everything. He takes it down. Here you are.
It is getting colder, and heading south would be nice.
Oh yes. Oh, it's a joke. Oh yes. So
that deserves its own highlight reel.
It's so painful.
And I think you killed Tommy.
You did make me drop my d20.
Did at least not land on the natural one?
That wasn't the intention, of course.
I'm gonna go see and kill this dude.
I'm also in the market for the fireball spell.
Okay, let me check my records real quick. So, he's rummaging around in his papers. Seems I have 2 in stock. One is the normal level, and then one is a enhanced edition.
The normal version will do just fine.
I see. If that's what you're looking for. He puts it on the counter. you see every time he puts a scroll on the counter, the little in the Abadarian symbol, it seemed to just make a faint kind of a glow.
Last but not least, well, it is least to be honest. It's just the lowest magnitude of the one, the flaming sphere.
Oh goodness! Trying to clear me out, are you? You hear the bell ring. It says, "Ding ding ding ding." Just a moment, ma'am. Just a moment. So, he actually says he has a few of those available, and so he says, "Well, I have some of those available, but let me see. So we're actually having a buy two get one free. So if you want to have if you want to take advantage of that, you can always purchase the two highest and get the third for free."
I actually already have one that is a very great magnitude. Just the normal one will just do fine. I appreciate the offer, though.
"Oh no, you misunderstand me, my friend," he says, putting the other one on the, putting one of them on the counter, the one you asked for, the regular, but then, and it shines a little bit on the holy symbol. What I'm saying is you can pay for the two highest levels that are here and get the third scroll you have on the counter for free.
I see. So the sphere would be for free, as it were.
Indeed.
Well then, that sounds terrific.
All right, place your holy symbol place your Abadarian symbol on the counter, please, by mine, and we'll see how much this all comes out to after I do my math. And they both light up at the same time and fade away. And when you're tallying it all up, and you would probably know better than me off the top of your head how much those would cost, you find that they are 5 gold more each than they would usually be.
So it's a reverse discount.
Well, you get the feeling looking around that this place is going to be more expensive.
All right, I'll bite that bullet.
Okay.
That third scroll, however, is still free. So.
Yeah.
All right, there is your total. As long as you're ready to pay, I am ready to check you out.
I think it's too much money. Oh, let me check. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll have to... Unless I can get it on, like, credit, I cannot.
Do you want
pay...
to start enacting your credit?
Sure. Because I need that fireball in case we run into more goblins.
Okay. Gotta have it just in case.
Just for that one purpose.
All right. So, he checks you out. And are you enacting credit for sure?
For one of them, yeah. I can pay for one of the scrolls, not both of them.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Go ahead, and I'll take that. And he sticks it into his container, his little treasure chest underneath the
Beneath the belt
counter that all the merchants have. And you see both of your things light up, and they stay lit up until the payment's done, and then they fade back down. There you go, sir. Please do come back to Wendell's Wondrous Wares.
Of course. Bye.
Okay. Make me a perception check as you leave.
18.
Okay. So, you kind of walking out, and as you do, you kind of this person's not looking at you, but they are looking around, and you recognize the person as you don't know her name, but she was someone who. Let me come back so I get this right from your back of my story, Ma. She was someone that where is it? She also went to the same college as you. You had seen her around, and she
never attended college, but he was like secondhand taught by the students.
Well, you remember her from that college, to be clearer then.
All right.
In our
the cipher
tying to
mages.
backstories. Yes. And you didn't interact with each other or anything like that, but you you know that she had been associated with the college and that she wasn't the most respected of those individuals. She never got into trouble, but she seemed to have a reputation about questionable employment of her magic.
He'll try and get out of there without drawing the attention of her.
Okay. She wasn't paying much attention to you, apparently, that I say, but you do notice that she's there, which kind of, it's odd that she's not still with the college, because she knows she shouldn't be finished by now with her studies, but there you go. So everyone has had their time to do the stuffs they want to do, and Greg is not here yet. So we are going to go ahead and come back to that. We're going to come back to the temple, unless someone has something specific they're wanting to do with their day. We're coming back to the temple.
Not so much the day, but Emmy got a good quality room waiting to meet Magpie there, and she was going to practice one of her spell while she was waiting for him.
A good quality room, like at an inn or something along those lines? Okay. Well, there are no... a suite. A suite? Is it a suite?
Not a suite. It's like the one step below that. It's the... Like, there's the poor, the standard, then there's the good quality room at the end. And that's what she got.
Aw, the only suites worth having are suites. All right. So you guys will say for convenience sake that you do try to meet up back at the temple. I will say that you're not going to be able to find a hotel in the Keystone District. So you would have to go... There are inns in pretty much all of the district except Irspan, and the Dockway. The Dockway is mainly taverns/inns, and they don't have the accommodations you're looking for. Neither does the Naos district, as it is more of a housing district. Unless you try to go to a B&B, bed and breakfast.
Well, Nahkräs probably sleeps in the stables, unless somebody like specifically hunts him down and says, "No, you sleep here," to watch the horses, watch his war cat, just like make sure they're well cared for and stuff. He assumes that's his niche in the party at the moment, is to just like tend the animals and train them in the manner in which they should be.
Okie dokie.
So what are the different districts like? I mean...
Low Cleft is basically where...
Where's the district where she got the perfume? 'Cause that's probably where she'll be.
The district where she got the perfume, for that type of perfume and that type of import, you probably went to the Capital District. And there aren't any hotels in the Capital District, because unless you're a dignitary or a noble or something like that. So. Okay,
so whatever a near district to that is.
The Naos District might have a bed and breakfast. They're right up there. It is. I should probably have that up so I can tell you guys where those are in relation to the markings on the map. In relation to the markings on the map, number 8 is where the Naos... 8 and 7 are both in the Naos district. 3... where's 3? 3, the Naos district kind of cuts up along that line, along those streets. Where 6 is and 5 is where the Capital District is. 1 and 2 are Alabaster District as well. That's the high-end stuff. And it kind of blends into the Naos District where 3 comes around. So you would be staying up here. Everybody else is staying in like where 13 and 16 are, kind of in between those two. So if you're staying in Uptown, everybody else is staying in kind of downtown, not even so.
Where are we?
If you stay with her, she's wanting to get a room up where 8 and 7 are.
Okay.
Instead of being down where 13 and 16 are.
Well, why would I want to stay with you losers?
My girlfriend's springing for the pad, man. I'm not going to stay in here.
Yeah, so I guess Emyrelda asks him to meet her back at the room whenever, and he's like,
"Oh, okay, that's okay. I've still got some shopping to do, but I'll definitely meet you back there, later today." And then he sort of leaves and walks around the corner and becomes a character out of an episode of That 70s Show. It's happening! It's happening!
A little slow motion jump off a trampoline and then back.
Okay.
He's gonna go out and buy a really expensive bottle of wine and a masterwork pack because he needs one, and a dancer's outfit. I don't know if Emyrelda
And
already
a
has
headband
one.
of vast intelligence
She
for
already,
Wayko.
she already got one.
You need more dresses.
You always need more dresses. All right. You can totally do that.
fine,
Are you
the
getting the
wine
dress
will do.
for her?
The wine will do.
The wine. You're getting the wine. You're
Those
getting
fucking
the.
outfits are expensive.
Yeah, right.
All right.
But,
Expensive wine and a masterwork backpack.
Okay.
I'm assuming he
All of
gets
those
back.
are definitely obtainable.
Like, does he knock on the door when he gets back? Because you notice there's some lights flashing underneath, sort of fading in and out.
I was never really
It's
into
like
this.
a scene from an alien possession movie.
I have several questions.
It's unlocked.
I'll open the door.
There's dancing lights going around. She's on the bed waiting.
Jesus Christ. Do we just fade? Because I'm not.
Fade to black.
Nahkräs pokes his head in just fine and go, it doesn't work!
It doesn't fade it at all.
So, if it was like a movie or anime or something like that, it'd be like, knock knock knock, it's open. Emmy, I got us this nice wine. Oh, it's like,
Yeah, as the bottle just like to the floor.
It was either that or the cork just kind of pops out on its own.
Yes, no, that's much better. It's not wine, it's champagne. And the fucking cork just rockets across the room in a stream of fucking white foam. Just my life is an American Pie film.
as we fade away, as we see the door shut and it pans up, the night it turns to night and you see fireworks go off into the sky.
In Sandpoint, there is a very disappointed woman with like a bug collection or something. I don't quite remember.
It was a collection of paintings.
Yeah, and she's disappointed.
Well, birds are monogamous, so I'll deal.
All right, so it's now canon. Somehow, they do stuff. They do the dirty bird.
It's now canon.
It's
The laws of nature change to make it work.
It has been written in the annals of history. It is
Yeah, it's on
canon.
the tablet.
Wait, we're doing anal?
Emmy lays an egg.
Meanwhile, Wayko bought a cauldron.
Da-da-da! Super cauldron for Wayko.
Did you get a mithril cauldron?
The cauldron. Nothing special. He's sitting in it.
Did you also buy a sledgehammer?
Yes, Kane, I buy a sledgehammer.
Well, you know, the
No, there's no reason to get
Magpie
upset,
didn't
man.
have
You
to
just
buy
need to
that
get over it.
because he was Emmy's sledgehammer. Okay. All right.
Look at the size of that bridge.
I guess that night goes on.
That's a big bridge, guys.
The biggest bridge.
So we're not going to do like we did in our first game to roll for your performance, Magpie, because that's just silly.
I wouldn't dignify this situation with that much mechanics.
But what if he nat ones?
And that's exactly why I'm not gonna do it.
Willing to succumb to cold, but you're not willing to roll
be
the
fair,
dice.
Anybody who does it right always takes 20. Just
That means he
saying.
screws up at some point.
Everybody screws up at the start, but if you go for 20, she won't care.
It's not about the destination,
right.
man. It's about the journey.
All
I
right.
didn't think I was signing up for interspecies play.
Hey man,
It's not just guy character playing guy character and guy playing girl character. It's all the way to the species level here that we are just messing with this head canon.
Yeah,
So
we're pushing boundaries.
Yep.
all right.
It'll be just as bad when Adam has to be a Miko for Gideon.
They're both human. That's not nearly as weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Judge. That's all I'm hearing is judgment.
All I'm hearing is
literally two different
biology.
Species. Yeah, it's like eggs that birds lay. Live birth mammals.
So
Alright.
the next day, huh?
I'm a
Amazing
monstrous
done.
humanoid.
You guys are weird creatures to start with, so I'm not ruling anything out. Okay, so
I have a penis.
Next day.
I'm trying to move on. Okay?
Thank you for clarifying that.
Trying to move on.
Sorry,
I know
that
you
was-
do, Kate. The disputation is with Magpie having one, okay?
I wasn't. Magpie has a penis.
All right. Let's get back on track here, people. So, unfortunately, Emmy and Magpie don't hear about this right away. They have to wait till in the morning. But everyone eventually is informed by Gideon and Paladin Dance that this was found amongst the clues. It had been missed earlier. It had been attached to another portion of the clues, the other part of the clues that you had found.
I see.
Who wants to volunteer to read for the viewers?
I can read it. Unless
Nose goes.
What?
I can do it.
No, you're not there, Kane.
Well, Mal already volunteered.
Oh,
Wait,
okay. I
wait.
thought Malcolm said no.
Waco is reading it.
Yes. My sister. I trust your little band of murderers is doing well, gathering the greedy souls for our Lord's rise. Has Magnemar proven to be as sinful as you had hoped? It may interest you to know that my plan to nurture greed here in this backwater has blossomed. The quality of greed in a soul is so much more refined when it is given the proper care. Are you still simply carving the Sihedron on them as they expire? How crude. My method of marking is so much more elegant. In any event, ensure that your plans for harvesting greed where and when you can find it in the wild are progressing well enough. I just hope that your raw, ungroomed, and likely inferior victims don't interact poorly when mixed with the purity of my own subjects. If you tire of your little project there, know that you are always welcome to come back to the Turtleback Ferry and serve as my assistant, sister. Fort Rannoch should be in our control by the time you receive this letter, in any event, so there'll be plenty of room for you if you wish to take me up on my generous offer. Oh, before I forget, have you managed to harvest that Lord Mayor yet? By all accounts, he might just be the cream of the crop in Magnemar. His soul might even rival several from my hand-grown harvest. So it's like a nice letter, you know. It's about flesh warping and family bond.
It seems like a bit of a rivalry.
Yeah, but like a nice one. Like, you can come work for me when your place inevitably goes belly up.
Maybe it's about time someone explained to me what we are doing here. This
Oh, I
seems
don't know
much
that.
more serious than goblin hunting.
I just read the notes.
Well, we came here because we were deadly ill and literally dying. But also there was some pointers to murders, ritual murders, that led us here to Magnemar.
So we hunt the murderer.
I mean, it's not prestigious work, but it pays.
Whom do we hunt exactly?
The murderer.
Weird
Thank you, Wayko.
psychopathic creatures of different origins, and yeah, there's really not a one kind of people, really.
I see. Can you be more specific at all? If I know what it is I'm looking for, we could make this go much quicker.
Well, I mean, there were the previous child of Sandpoint turned mother of demons, and
Does Nahkräs know what Mother of Demons means in terms of like the goddess involved?
You can make me a religion
Like-
roll.
Okay, hang
Likely.
on. Like I wasn't sure if like Lamashtu was common knowledge. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I'm just rolling a dice. I have a 10 because it is not trained.
10's enough to know that the name Lamashtu and Mother of Demons is like synonymous.
So do I know that Lamashtu like is like antithetical to nature and takes away people's children and like replaces them with monsters and like demons and stuff?
You know that she's a demon god that likes to corrupt the natural world. It likes to corrupt natural things. That's about it.
Fair enough.
So basically
Just
that's all with the 10.
spoiler of nature, and like Nahkräs would probably like punch the nearest solid object that's not a people.
I think I still got
Hey.
one over.
Oh, it's a good thing you said it's not a people.
take it
The
easy.
nearest solid object is like the chicken.
No, Henryetta killed
Puny
me.
chicken.
Kill that chicken now before it grows too
I
powerful.
still have a Lamashtu symbol if you want to check it out. It's right on top of this terrible lesion that's forming in my pocket.
Nahkräs would probably
You
like
remember
take the
that-
holy symbol, set it down, and then just take his sword and just cleave it.
It's probably for the best.
Do you have any
When
items, possessions of this cleric of the despoiler on you? If we can pick up her scent, we can end this quickly.
oh, it's a good thing no one had sent when she left.
Yeah, I don't think we got anything unless you can check that note that we found as a clue. But yeah,
Since she
No,
ran
like,
away
it's
with
in
all
the
of her loot, I don't think we have anything. Because we didn't steal her bed sheets.
look around for a necromancer's butt rag.
Paladin Dance and Gideon also point out that this name Zanasha is one you've heard before in that letter to Aldern that you had found, and this was actually kind of caught up in those other papers. It was this one that it was stuck to.
All right, you ready?
Now, where is Turtleback Ferry? Never been there.
That might actually be a good place to start because it does say that's where I work. Thus meaning that whoever works there is probably a bastard who deserves murder.
Not all bastards deserve murders, and all non-bastards does not.
And I'll just turn their face into a hand and we'll call it a day.
So roll me a D100 if you guys would, or a knowledge local if you have it.
Tommy's percentage has come up at 59.
I've got knowledge for days.
All right. So 59 knowledge local from anyone.
20.
I got a modified 26. Knowledge
Okay.
local.
Is it just one person who needs to roll the D100 or everyone who's not rolling knowledge
Yeah, just
local?
one person.
Okay.
So you guys, those that don't have knowledge local, the D100 lets you know that, yeah, you've heard that name before. It's probably somewhere here in Varisia. But both Mazus and Wayko, especially Wayko, knows that it's Mazus knows that it's a town that he had thought about going to before, but went to Sandpoint instead. And it's not a very big town. I mean, it's small. There's only like 400 to 600 people there, so
Still along the,
It's not
along
big.
The coast.
I would have to look that up for you for where it is.
No worries if it's
It's not along the coast. I, as a player, know what it is. It's more inland, along
Oh,
like
Yes,
Oh,
it's
it's,
a ferry. It is. Wayko knows, and probably Mazus, because he was going to go there, knows that it's a ferry that leads down the river. I believe, if I'm correct, leads down the river to
Yondavari River.
town. So you've got that going on.
I believe Emmy
And-
was there once before, and now that I know what you're talking about, but she's
Oh,
not
is that in her
here right now.
backstory?
I think it was in one
Is
of
it
the
possible that a
letters I wrote.
caravan might have traveled through there?
Yeah, you might have. That might be why you know about it, Tommy.
Okay.
Because
Because
it's
you
near the
had a
forest
caravan
she
go there.
escaped. If I remember the map correctly, when she ran away from
Oh.
her parents, it's near the forest, so it was one of the first outside of the forest towns she encountered.
So backstory wise, you know that's where you were before. So you guys kind of know where it is, but
It's
it's
been a long while.
not close to you. Yeah, it's not really close to here. You can't just like go check it out today. So Paladin Dance offers to have someone from the church go see what's going on there and report back, so that you guys will have a better idea of what's going on. While he suggests, if I was you guys, I would probably, check out the clues you got here in town, because that's gonna work your best for your time, at least how I'd see it.
How far away is the place for somebody with woodland stride?
Still pretty
Does it
far.
like if that
Yeah,
might
I'm
like
looking
cut
at
the down and back down?
I'm looking at the Varisia map. It's like all the way up near the
It's really,
It's a
really
journey
far.
forest.
It's an
really
adventure.
far.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for letting me know, because I did not have that pulled up, because this was just a note for later. Plot hook.
So it wouldn't like
What?
Nahkräs can't get there any faster than the given paladin of the Yomade can.
We would
No.
probably need.
Well, I mean, he could, but you would have to leave the party
Okay, fair
behind
enough.
to do it, because they ain't
Okay.
gonna travel as fast
There's
as
actually
you.
like several cities and giant forests in between us and Turtleback Ferry. It's a future.
Yeah.
Tell Dance though, make
Okay.
sure that your paladin friend just get the the jot notes because we don't want him to get turned into a funky ball of legs or something because he's messing around with flesh warpers. Anyway,
No one wants another friend ball scenario.
Agnemar! Look at the size of that bridge. Huge.
If I waited to name things until after the thing started, that would be the name of the
Of the
this
stream.
episode. that bridge.
That thing's huge.
All right. So Paladin Dance is like, you should probably check out your stuff here so that I can send someone up there to find some stuff out.
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Nahkräs nods.
Kind
All
of
right.
like
Well,
it
you
in the
guys do
city.
what you're gonna do. So you guys have that option. Now your choices are basically, to clarify, you can check out you have been told and know where Foxglove's townhouse is, and it was mentioned in some of the things you found. You have the little clue from when you were hunting down the Skinsaw Man about
Pug's contraptions.
Pug. Yeah, Pug's contraptions. And those are the two main leads you kind of have right now, aside from this whole Zanesha, Mistress of the Seven.
Dance, who is this Lord Mayor that they are referring to in this letter?
He's probably, this is kind of disconcerting because he's probably the Lord Mayor here in Magnamar. I mean, that's what it sounded like, but I mean, that would not be good. You know what I mean? That would not be good.
Do we know the status on this man?
We can do some investigating, check around. I mean, we're not the most subtle type, but maybe we can find somebody.
I'm just reading the letter, and it just sounds like someone is out for his soul. Perhaps he needs extra protection.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea. I think you're right there. I mean, you just sharp as a tool. I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've been told.
Yeah. Eye rolls. Starts to walk back out again.
All right then.
So he's gonna probably do like you said, kind of check on this whole Lord Mayor situation, and then also send somebody off to check out the ferry. So, do you guys want to start investigating do some sniffing around about the Lord Mayor yourself? Do you want to go and look at the Foxglove Townhouse, or do you want to check out Pug's contraptions? You got some options.
Foxglove Townhouse.
Nahkräs chooses whatever option lets him kill the Priest of Lamashu the fastest.
Let's go to Foxglove Manor then, because they are definitely ghosts.
Foxglove Manor is way back there. This is their townhouse.
That townhouse, Foxglove Townhouse.
Let's just go back and do the haunted house with the Manticore again. Yeah, it'll be great.
No, it's the ghost maid. Let's go to the townhouse and ask the ghost maid where we can find the ghost man. So I got a bone to pick with. Well, we already killed him.
No, we didn't. He got away.
To the townhouse.
To the townhouse.
How do we get in contact with you, Dance? Or you in contact with us?
You like the dance symbol.
Well,
Victoria.
the whole "don't call me, I'll call you," the whole "don't call me, I'll call you" thing. No, he goes, "Well, I'm usually here at the temple or out on a mission, so you can either come to the temple, and if I'm not here, you're just straight out of luck."
That's a terrible way of communicating.
Yeah, well, I don't do communication. I do killing stuff and resurrecting apparently rats.
So I've been told. Yeah.
Thanks.
Mhm.
How's that working out for you?
Money's good,
Mm-hmm.
he says.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't have to spend any money on it.
Did you burn through it all already?
Because I chose not to.
Yeah.
Why did you spend? You get a brand new hat?
No one forced anyone.
Nope, it was purely voluntary and hilarious.
The whole Ratapalooza just happened, you know?
All right.
It's in the
Shall
Why
I
you
go?
don't kill random rats?
All right.
Let us be on our way.
Accident, you know it.
So, what would you guys like to do?
I mean, Emmy's vote is for the townhouse because they might be able to pick up a scent of Aldern's undead body there.
Did Emmy and Magpie catch up?
If they've caught up by now, yes.
This whole exchange happened last night, so they would have come in the morning. Probably hand in hand, looking quite satisfied with themselves.
Oh, he definitely looks very satisfied with himself.
He's all puffy. He's extra preened today.
Oh yeah, the chest plumage is like it's out there. He's like an Italian butcher.
There you go.
Emmy just sort of has like a glow about her face. That's about it.
I do not have time to comment on how that doesn't work. We hunt. And like without any further talk, I'm gonna go try to find the manor by myself, assuming somebody will follow. But I'm just gonna
I think it worked rather well. Onward!
All right. Magpie and Magpie. Kane and Colin, roll me a D100 each, please.
Oh God, I thought we weren't doing performance rolls.
Dun, 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 but we are doing STD rolls.
Fertility rolls.
You have bird flu.
And you have
75.
rabies.
Okay. Thank you for those rolls. All right. So you guys head off to the townhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me get you guys over there then, because there is a thing for that. Let me clear stuff. All right. You guys might go crazy.
Oh, we're going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us already are
Right
getting
here,
bird
let
flu.
me move over some. Let me move over some tokens. Yep, and we'll get this at least introduced here quickly. Once all those people come up, go.
Oh, we have
Put Gideon here.
indications of whether the stairs go up or down now for the first time in our lives. That's wonderful.
Mhm.
I see it up in the top corner. It says, stairs. Yellow is up, red is down.
Before Paizo
Yeah.
discovered the magic of shading.
Yes.
Copy these. Come over here, and I'm gonna put these guys down here. So hopefully, you guys will be able to move your tokens and stuff.
I can indeed.
A war cat would also be nice.
I mean, you really want it.
Let's get on our class.
Control of Wayko.
There's Emmy.
Yep.
There's the cat. All right.
So how's this place looking?
All sides of these squares.
All right. Golly, aura's up all the time. What's the deal?
The green aura and the purple aura are the distance that the cross in my war cat can charge. The yellow aura is the first range increment of my bow.
So
Okay.
nobody else
It's
needs
not
to be able
like-
to see those.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to where I can see it.
Okay. So you come up to the townhouse, and it appears to be a nice townhouse on the older side. Some of the windows on the bottom floor seem to be a bit boarded up at the moment, but you let me see, what time would it be? It's not early morning, lights up and everything. So let's say that roll me perception checks, everybody, and that's
12
right there.
with scent and
that right there.
15 with
What is
scent,
that?
I think.
What is that? There's a person. Why do I see a person?
I'd like
Like
to
that
be the
person?
mother.
What is going
He's not here.
She's like Maria from Family Guy type thing going on.
He's not here.
Oh, baby.
Lemon pleasure elementals.
If only this were one of Tommy's games where the Nat 20s do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, you did 20 a perception check.
Yes, true. And that's just for Emmy. Let's see what Luby can do.
I got a dirty 18. It's dirty.
18, 12.
Wayko's not good.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Okay.
Wayko, he doesn't need to see things. He just kind of lets things happen.
All right. So that's to notice. Everybody that got a 12 or higher notices that there's some motion inside. Those that
That's not right.
got above a
Sorry, my character sheet on Roll20 just isn't up to date.
those that got a little higher than that, we'll say definitely Magpie got an 18. So the 18s both see that it's a female figure, and then the 20 actually catches the side view of, actually gets to see this face pass by the window.
That face looks familiar. I feel like we saw that face in a painting somewhere.
What do I smell?
I feel like we saw that face in a mirror somewhere.
I definitely saw it at a window on the second floor, through the window, floating.
Right?
No, let's go about this like professionals.
So what do you smell? You smell it's morning, so you smell eggs and bacon.
Elementals.
Yeah, I know that face.
You cooking up some grits in there?
Emmy will sort of whisper to Magpie, of course. That's Aisha in there.
Like the foxglove mother?
Yeah, from the painting. I saw her face. She's in there.
Technically, that's
can't be dead.
Aisha was Foxglove's wife, not his mother.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Alden
she's still
Fox Club.
dead.
Right.
And
We're
also,
here to murder your husband and muscle in on your breakfast.
she's
was,
also like a revenant, isn't she?
Yes.
Wayko needs some
Wasn't-
throat.
If Emmy is whispering this, Nahkräs would like he realizes it's time to go. So I'm not going to be just an asshole everywhere I can go, but I would definitely like butt into the conversation. Just, what do you see?
A dead woman.
A very familiar face from Fox
A woman who
Manor.
should be dead or undead.
Exactly.
What are you tattling about?
They say there is an undead in there.
Goddamn private conversation anymore. It's a good thing we were on the other side of the city last night, or the rest of you just would have been. Anyways.
It doesn't work.
Wayko's gonna knock. Wayko wants to knock.
Just to make things really
I'll
awkward
very
for
much
Nahkräs,
stop you from knocking.
So,
just to make things super awkward for Nahkräs, Emmy looks at him and goes, "Nope, but it's fun."
I don't have time for this. And then like if Wayko's gonna knock, I'm gonna go like grab him by the shoulder.
Hey,
No.
what's up? What's
Hey,
going on?
she didn't try to kill us last time.
You recommend
She
you
helped
to
us.
break into a private residence?
There's a revenant in there.
Yes.
So
it chases
there was
down
a revenant
all
in
their.
the other place.
to clarify
we
what you
are
saw,
specifically trying
you
to
saw. To clarify what you saw that face, not
Not
a
the
revenant's
revenant
face.
face.
You saw that.
Well, if she was undead, she's not undead anymore. She looks
I
healthy.
don't care if there's a dragon on the other side of that door. It's always polite to knock.
Does the house appear like it's occupied, Adam, or does it look like it's all run down and stuff?
The outside appears, as you guys see it, there's kind of this courtyard in the back that you can't really get a good look at, but the trees up there, they look like they've been kind of trimmed. All that
Mhm.
stuff leading up to it seems fine. It just seems like there's boards over the bottom for some reason, but the
Okay.
top ones
Let
don't
me-
have that.
Let me roll a sense motive check. Is that
And I-
applicable to see if something's going on?
Well, you can't sense motive on a house.
Can I like sense motive to like
So-
something is sketchy here? Or is that more like a perception or something?
Sense motive is for when you're interacting with someone or something. You can.
If it's a living house like
as a
the other
player can
house,
get
maybe we could
Jeez.
argue it.
Monster house.
Yeah, it's a giant mimic.
But when I'm saying there's boards on the windows, I'm not saying like it's haphazard or something like that. I'm saying that they're
Like the
neatly
glass
put
is
on.
broken or something.
Right, like the glass may have been broken or boarded up for like someone who is preparing for a hurricane or something. Not that they were,
Okay.
but like that.
But like that. Okay. In that case, I will let go of Wayko's shoulder and like maybe I'm gonna have my bow out and like ready in action in case something like attacks him. But like I want to do it over like outside a line of sight of the door if possible.
So you draw an
I want to
arrow
clarify
into my
what's
face and then let me knock.
Yeah, just put it right there,
Yeah.
right by Wayko's chicken hat.
You put
Do it
so
so
you're
that you-
aiming an bow and arrow at the door that Waco's about to knock on.
I don't necessarily want to like. Can I ready in action just have like an arrow knocked and have it like down?
Yes, I'm just
Okay.
clarifying what was happening here. 'cause
Yeah,
that
yeah, I'm not
would've
like-
been-
No guards. Yeah, you
Now,
about to
Maze
murder
Maze
someone.
is gonna like turn around, and look at the back view. Like, are there people? Is there a street crossing?
Am I about to make a
it's
scene?
Like, are
It's
people?
morning. There are people in the street.
So they see that we're gonna like do a razzia on
B&E.
this house and just.
Oh my! If we're gonna do this B&E, just do it already.
Bacon and eggs.
the they are doing a B&E, bacon and eggs. If you guys stop to look, there's technically a full orc in the highborn part or in the nobles area of living quarters in Magnamar with a big cat readying a bow while someone's about to knock on someone's door. You're getting a few looks.
Wayko, just knock.
Yeah, Waco's gonna knock. He's gonna knock 1, 2, 3. Hello?
We need to get you out of sight like 10 minutes ago.
Is there something I can hide behind? Probably not. From
Not
the
really. The,
Just shelter open.
the,
So I'm in a large barrel.
Just
Yeah.
just
then-
get in the
and then-
building like now.
If the door doesn't open in the next 10 seconds, just push me through one of the windows with the boards.
well,
And I'll unlock
you
the door
hear
and let
the
the rest of
word. You hear coming
Oh,
from inside.
see?
And so I will reveal what you see when you open the door.
I will open the door when it sounds like there's someone there.
to let them open the door.
All right. So you see the latch start to. You hear the latches come undone, and you start to turn, and the door comes open. Can I help you?
Yes, we are friends of Aldrin. You must be Aisha?
Oh, I am. Is one of you Mazus?
Would be me. Can we come in, please?
Oh, please do come in. Aldrin has spoken so much about you.
Oh, I can imagine.
Who is it, dear? Oh, it's your friend Mazus. What?
I'm about to have a fucking panic attack.
Yes.
Yeah, this is sketch as fuck.
It's okay if my friend Nahkräs comes in here. He kind of draws a bit of an eye out in the street, and
Emmy's gonna
he's
keep
very civil, but
listening to see if anybody to try and listen to hear if anybody's trying to go out the back door as she says that.
No, you
Okay.
hear someone coming downstairs.
Okay.
So she says, "Come in, come in.
Oh, great. Lovely
We were just
house
about
you
to
have.
sit down for breakfast." Oh, thank you.
All right, don't be shy. Come in.
Oh, yeah,
you
we're
this.
coming in. We're going in the door.
I got you this rock.
Guys, put that down.
Give her.
Don't. Sorry, he has
I
brain
didn't bring
damage.
flowers. I meant to bring flowers, but all I could find was this rock.
Like I said, he's
Oh.
very sweet, but he's stupid.
Yes, that's sweet. I'll put it with the others. And she kind of
She has a
she
rock
kind of
garden.
walks over to the door and sets it right here with the other cobblestones. Just kind of pats it.
Where he picked it up from.
Yeah.
After you,
He's gonna step
Magpie.
aside.
Yeah, he's right in behind Wayko.
Magpie is?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like he's still outside.
This is a token.
Yeah, it looks like people are still outside.
Throwing shade because we haven't moved our tokens.
Hush your token business.
She kind of
Again,
looks up
Nahkräs.
and steps back a bit and says, "Oh, you're quite tall. That's a big cat."
I will show her my holy symbol. That's what she said.
It's a beast of burden.
It is not.
It is.
No. Your horse.
Again, they're mildly imposing, but they're very civil, very polite. We just needed to get them off the road, so of course, no prejudiced
Oh.
nobles. But
Well, you might be able to hitch your mount up in the backyard.
The cross looks at her and says nothing.
here, Nahkräs, come with me. You and I will go and hitch up your mount in the backyard, while the rest of them wait for lovely Aldrin.
So
Wait right here, and so will my companion.
Emmy will
said-
Does she look big enough to
go.
carry me?
look
Let's
at
go out
Aiden
back.
and ask, so when's the last time you visited
Go out.
Foxglove Manor?
I haven't been up there in months.
Sense motive? Is she lying to me?
Her face off. She is lying her face off. And her pants and everything else.
That's for Emmy.
Nahkräs is under the opinion that, because I don't have all the information, that we're hunting down a priestess of Lamashtu, so am I like entitled to aid another that sense motive, or is that like too much of a stretch? 'Cause that's literally all I have to work
I mean,
on right
you
now.
don't know these people.
Right.
You
I just
don't
know
these
like,
people. You can try to suss them out.
okay, yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah, movie gets nothing.
My another is an 8, or my sense motive rather is an 18.
You guys don't think she's up and up with that statement?
I think it is a terrific idea to have the cat in the backyard. And Wayko
Yes,
can.
Nahkräs and the cat, or Mazus and Nahkräs. Any number of people should go to the backyard and definitely not poke around, but just chain the cat up. Is
Why
what they
would we? What are you talking about poking around for?
I'm not. I'm talking about chaining up a cat. Which is enough for a ride. So let's go. Is it just
If you
through your
hurry,
information?
you'll be done in time for breakfast. I'm almost finished.
I think I need a sense motive Wayko, because Nahkräs is just offended at this point that people are
Okay.
calling his companion a mount. I get it.
You have the sense motive Wayko. He's like pulling his hat up like,
Is a 19? Does a 19 pick up what he's putting down? Do I get it? Do I figure it out?
19 picks up. Wait.
Then I will not act offended at all. And actually, I'm probably just as I just storm out with Wayko.
and then once more time, I'm like,
Okay.
he's very civil. He's just imposing. Don't worry about it.
Says the man with a chicken in his hat.
How is that imposing?
She kind of looks at you.
So,
Also, it's
that's
kind of
odd
looks at you and
because
says, "The chicken in his hat."
Is that time
It's
of night?
not real chicken.
I have to get going.
Okay.
bye.
Bye, everybody.
I see there's a-
Vampire disappears into the ether, except not because someone else will run him.
I was confuzzled. Enjoy the
You guys
boundary.
later, bye.
Later, man.
Boundary.
Aisha, that's really odd because last time I saw you, I could have sworn I saw you chasing Aldern away from Foxglove Manor. Did something happen between you two? And that is... I will roll diplomacy for that if that does anything.
You've never met, remember?
Ah, man, I'm rolling terrible. Except for when I'm not.
I don't think we know each other,
Perhaps,
she says to Emmy, kind of looking at her weird.
I'm
Aldern,
just
dear,
remembering
your
wrong.
guests are here. Says, I'm coming, says, almost coming down the stairs. I'm going to finish making breakfast.
I'm sorry, maybe it was
And
just
eyes Emmy.
mixing up faces.
Do we know where the stairs are?
Yes, you hear him coming down. He comes out right here.
Like here? Okay.
Mazus! Oh, my friend!
Emmy sort of steps back.
How
as
have
he
you
comes
been?
by.
Sir Foxglove, pleasure to see you again. It has been good. It has been good.
Excellent, excellent. Well, you must stay for breakfast. We're having... she does a great job comes from her family being out on the road. It feels like you've had a rousing country breakfast when she's cooked for you. You'll say, won't you?
Of course, how could I say no?
Excellent, excellent. Come, tell me what has been going on with you. And he starts to, kind of motion you guys over this way. You assume to a sitting room or something like that.
Might as well, eye him up and down when he's not looking at him, just, trying to figure out if this is...
A ghoul, which might smell like a ghoul.
If it's really Aldern, and the previous Aldern was just his evil twin brother.
Okay, you can make a sense motive.
Yeah, Emmy is definitely pretty suspicious here. And she's detecting magic on
You guys
Aldern.
make...
Oh, that was perception. I was supposed to roll sense motive. Oops. But she is detecting magic on him, so if that does anything.
You can roll both.
Adam, did we see anything in this room here?
That looked like a dining room.
Okay.
Definitely
Yeah.
dining room.
Dining.
Okay. So he kind of leads you in this way and would motion you guys in here. It's my library. I don't have enough chairs for everyone. Why don't you sit down now? Just stand up or however you want to work it.
Does detect magic get me anything?
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. Kind of looks at Emmy. Out here.
Did detect magic get me anything on him?
Let me see. No, not really. Didn't detect any magic on him.
He doesn't
you also
look
give me a
like there's a
perception.
necromancy aura around him. Huh? That was a 17 for
Give me
the
a
perception.
In a sense of motive.
Okay. That was a 12. Yeah, for sense motive and 17 for perception.
Maybe this kind of senses something's off, but I mean, you're not sure if it's coming from the idea that you saw this guy as a ghoul that was slicing people up, or if there's something actually wrong with this particular person or version or whatever. So something does kind of feel off about it. But do you guys go in the room or not? Because I need to cut to the outside.
Emmy will insist on checking on Wayko because he's been outside for an awful long time with that cat.
And an orc whose nose is
that's
probably
what we're
just
doing
straight
now.
to the ground.
Huh?
I said, and an orc whose nose is probably just like straight to the ground, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So move yourselves where you are.
So Emmy is probably around here.
So perception checks from those outside in. We'll say that Magpie kind of stayed in here to keep an eye on Mazus.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if no one else came, Magpie didn't sit down, then Alvin would, and he would just go into talking with Mazus about what's been going on with him.
Nahkräs gets a 28 on his perception
Oh.
check, and with his Warcats 8 another, it's a 30.
So while Aldern is chatting up Mazus,
That's 21 from
guys
Luve
kind of
if you're counting sense.
Sense
And
is very
17 from
important.
Emmy.
so you guys sniff around. It smells like a backyard. It smells. What you're getting from your creatures is that it smells kind of like the people that are inside.
All right.
Okay.
Wayko, so he wants to try this strange door. He's going to kind of gesture to Nahkräs and point at the door kind of south along the side of the building. There's another one leading down there. He's going to kind of give Emmy a look and say, keep an eye, make sure Mazus and Magpie are okay, because, we're kind of keeping up the house guest thing here, but I also don't want to leave anyone alone with the possibly illusory revenant or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Or,
Okay.
whatever's going on here, but there's something weird going on.
Someone should bring me up to speed.
He does want to try this door, and unfortunately, Wayko does not know enough about the world or communication to bring Nahkräs properly up to speed. He's just like, something weird's going on. I'm opening this door.
Okay, so you try that door. It is locked.
Okay.
That's up to you.
There, door is locked. There is still
there a
one
window?
more door.
So
There's no window.
Emmy is going to try and stealth over to here and listen at the door to see, to make sure everything's on the up and up in there. Listen for sounds of battle or traps or whatever.
Okay, so you listen for a little bit. They're trying the door and stuff like that. The door is locked, like I said, so I'm not sure what you want to do with that.
He's gonna put a
Alvin
pipe
and
in his
Mazus are
mouth,
reminiscing.
just in case they come out like what's taking so long. I was smoking a pipe.
How tall is this building here?
Oh, that's like a single story. It's basic characteristics to match the building it is associated with, but it is one of those small storage building type setup.
Okay. So if I was on top of that building, would I are the buildings around it bigger in such a way that I'm not going to be seen by a bunch of people, namely the people in the house that might be zombies?
No, well, I mean, people on the second floor would see you. There's no back door. There's no back windows that you see. So if someone was on the second floor or third floor, they'd see you.
Okay. What about all around the rest of Magnar?
Kind of the same thing. If you got on top, though, the wall here is only about as big as, it's only about as tall as that first story. I mean, just kind of under that, like a privacy fence.
Really depends on if anyone's looking out the window.
Yeah, it does. What is the roof made of?
It's Magmar, so let me check. Probably tile, but I will see. It looks like a mini picture. I'm going to say that this is a rather uptown one. This is technically a noble's house, or at least a townhouse. So we're going to say that it is some tile.
Okay.
Like overlapping tiles.
Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Nahkräs kind of slide over here and just get the crow man. We need that door open. Oh, and the player's not here. Oops.
That's okay. Wayko will go and oh, I guess you're talking to Emmy. Never mind.
Yeah.
You gotta smoke a pipe over here.
Okay.
Just dance the token around.
What happened?
All right.
I asked you to go get Magpie so we could open the locked door.
Okay, so
He told you to go get Magpie. Unfortunately, when he says that, you hear, breakfast is ready from the inside, and that is, of course, Aisha Pop coming in and saying, with light putting her hand on Elder and saying as such to everyone involved, and then coming out and starting to get things onto the table.
Ah, food. Shall we go enjoy a healthy breakfast, Nahkräs?
Nahkräs is gonna look at you trying to make all the weird you should do this faces back at you to try to should we go? Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe we should get your cat some kibbles and bits for later.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna. I will over to my war cat and just look down and just wait outside their door. Something is not right here. And have her
So you say that?
I say it in Deacon. Aisha can't hear it because unless she can speak with cats, she probably just hears me
Well, I mean,
at it.
She sees the cat out on the outside of the door, and you think that she usually sits here, so she kind of.
Am I entitled to the stealth check that I was going to roll?
You are.
Okay, so
you can still have that.
That's probably real bad though. Rolled a 7, so it's a 16.
Okay.
And Nahkräs will go in.
Wayko licks his thumb and sticks it in the pipe and goes, ow! And then goes in.
Magpie would sit right here by Emmy, and Alden would say, "Come, Mazus, sit down. Seems like some eventful things have been happening with you."
Yeah.
is there any sign of writing that might have been done by Aldern or Aisha in the area?
Perception check.
Okay.
Seen any good fires lately, Mazus?
Well, there was this bonfire that I witnessed. It was nothing spectacular, I suppose.
Bone?
That's Emmy, and then Luvi, and that's -10. So that would be 16 for Luvesi, I believe.
Okay. You don't see any writing just laying around.
Darn. She was hoping to compare it to some of the notes we got.
Well, I mean, you've been outside and in their living room. I mean, you've been outside in their foyer and in their dining room. I don't keep a lot of stuff. I don't know why they keep a lot of writing in those areas.
Well, this appears to be a library here.
Yeah, but you didn't go in there.
True.
All right. So, you guys have some breakfast.
Yep.
And let me see.
Thanks.
Anything you guys want to do before we sign off? Because we're going to end at breakfast.
probably reasonable. We all look very cozy. Is the breakfast delicious, or does it turn me into a zombie ghost ball of legs?
Okay, that is something fair to ask for this time. I can answer you next time. No, I'm playing.
Next time you will know if the breakfast was a ghost breakfast.
Stay tuned.
It's a pretty good breakfast.
My eggs are over spooky.
It's a pretty good breakfast. It feels like it was a little, like certain parts of it were better than others because it looks like someone was cooking for two and then threw in got a lot more eggs ready and a lot more stuff ready a bit faster.
The experience remains profoundly normal, which is alarming.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emmy's gonna very quickly detect magic on her breakfast to see if there's anything spooky about it.
Detected magic everywhere, man. Magic. Isn't it gonna turn into a pink and elemental and eat us all?
Nothing?
You can detect magic.
Is there nothing on the breakfast? No magic? Is it not magic breakfast? Is it normal breakfast?
Seems to be real eggs and real stuff. No illusion going on that you can tell.
Does it smell like real eggs and real stuff, or does it smell like they might have added something other than like spices and stuff?
I was gonna say like a bit of cumin.
Yeah.
Smells like real bacon and eggs.
No smell of poison or anything bitter on it.
Mm.
No, very savory. Bacon isn't quite crisp enough, but she didn't have time for that.
I prefer my bacon chewy anyway.
Breakfast.
It's just breakfast.
It's just a normal breakfast.
It is never just normal breakfast.
It's delicious.
Profoundly concerning. Like, this
Yeah.
bothers me a lot. And
Mhm.
This is too
Let me look
normal.
at my
It's
cantrips
suspicious.
one more time. What can I cast? Do I have detect poison? Do I have
breakfast?
I do not have detect.
It's right there. No breakfast. Yeah, I got nothing I can cast. I don't eat unless the party eats, though. Like Nahkräs is just as happy to like break out some like
Wayko's
dirt
already
from it. We're trying to figure out if this is gonna kill us. Wayko just. How does Henryetta feel about that?
Waco's hat kind of
And eggs.
starts to peck on your head like "Brrr." You see Aisha's eyes kind of go towards you.
I put a bit of bacon up into my hat sneakily while giving Aisha eye contact.
That is not what a chicken needs to eat.
That chicken only eats meat.
And
It's his support chicken. It helps him with his
He has a license.
like daily
Ability to
it's
cast
for support.
spells.
The government gave it to me
Yeah,
because the
it is.
moonlight makes me sad.
the sad, sad state of affairs when that joke is funny because it's true. All right, so we're ending on breakfast with Aisha giving odd looks to Wayko and Aldern somewhat kind of absent-mindedly just talking to Mazus and, everybody else, adventurers in his house. That is where we're going to end tonight.
Ooh.
I hope everybody is sufficiently curious as to what's going on with these unexpected encounters that have happened.
Honestly, I'm more so just hungry right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. I'm probably gonna eat after this.
All right. Well, that's all we have for tonight. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed. Everyone has got to enjoy the role play, and we are going to see everyone next time at the end of Planar Crossroads. Do remember the announcements at the beginning. Thank you all for coming and attending. Have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Bye.
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 Bye.